Live too. Hi everyone, there's a little bit of a delay, so we're just gonna give it a minute or so and let people jump on. See if there's any viewers. I always feel like Google's never right though.
I'm never sure. Mine says off air.
Uh-oh. Well, we're live. Trust me on that one. It says live.
Okay.
Okay, just saw 2 viewers jump on. That's enough for me to feel like we're gonna start rolling. My name is Sean. In case you don't know me, you were invited by another coach on the team. I am the team leader of Team Extreme Inspiration. I have been a coach since March of 2013, and I'm gonna share more of my story with you in a couple minutes. Katie is another coach you kind of see coming in and out. She is also a coach on the team that's going to be sharing her story, and then we're going to be giving you all the details at the end of the presentation. So basically our goal is in the next 30 minutes to give you hopefully most of the information you need in order to make an educated decision on whether this is good for you. So I'm going to share our little presentation here with everybody. And I'm going to have Katie mute herself if she can. Just make sure we don't have any background noise. And I'm just going to ask Katie. Katie, can you see that? Just thumbs up. Yay. Okay, good. Okay, everyone. So we're going to jump in to this. Like I said, my name is Sean. I am the leader of Team Extreme Inspiration, which is a team of about 250 coaches. Between my coaches and their coaches and their coaches, we've grown into a pretty big team now, which is awesome since it started with just me almost 3 years ago. So a little bit about my story. So like I said, I became a coach in March of 2013. A little background before that, because I think it's helpful to understand why I became a coach in the first place. I was in a pretty low place in my health. Actually everywhere in life. I did a post about this the other day on Facebook, and it really woke me up to the fact that I was in a really low place in pretty much every area of my life. Like when I think about it now, I honestly never want to go back to that spot. But I was 340 pounds. I had 3 little ones, 5 and under. I had dealt with postpartum depression and anxiety after having them, which some of that did trigger me eating unhealthy. But I'm just going to be real with you guys. I love candy. I love sweets, and I don't like to cook. So we like to eat out back then. So I gained weight the good old honest way. I didn't get active and I ate unhealthy. So there's no secret on how the weight was gained. But gaining that weight and being in that spot made me really unhappy. I skipped out on my daughter's school events. Me and my husband fought constantly. We were also in a pretty bad place money-wise. I had left my job 6 months earlier because we were having our son, which is this picture right here is me with him. And I was kind of in one of those spots where financially, I didn't know what we were going to do. We were living off of one income with a ton of debt. And I really, truly felt like I'd sit down at the table to pay bills, and all I wanted to do was cry. I would sit at the table I would look at bills like once a month and just cry because it was so overwhelming how much debt we had. But yeah, I didn't have clothes that fit me. My family would go on walks and I would stay home. So I was just in this really low place. I didn't have a relationship with my friends, my family, and I felt really alone. And I used to pray to God at night. I used to lay in bed after my husband went to bed. We'd go to bed and I would cry, just kind of pray to God, like, why are you doing this to me? Like, why am I living this life? Why am I so unhappy? I can't be the mom I want to be, the wife I want to be. And I happened to be on Facebook, scrolling through Facebook. And I came across a video from a local Beachbody coach who had done Chalene Extreme and Shakeology, and she had lost 60 pounds. And even more important than all of that was I related to her story. I happened across the story, and it was just she had postpartum depression. She had struggled like me. Me and her actually complete opposites in looks and personality and everything, but something about her story I connected with. And I said, I want to do that. Like, if she did it, why can't I do it? She talked about how getting healthy changed her whole life and made her happier. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give it a shot. I had tried a bunch of things before, spent way too much money on other health stuff. I won't go into it, but did different diets and all kinds of stuff. And when I told my husband, I think he was a little bit like, again, we're going to do this again. But I told him I wanted to give it a shot. So he got on board. I signed up to coach to get the 25% discount so that I could afford the Shakeology every single month. And if I'm being really honest with you guys, we put the challenge pack on a credit card. We didn't have the money for me to do this. And I look back on it now, and it was one of the best investments I ever made in my life, probably. And making that decision was really hard. But to get the Shakeology, I signed up to be a coach. I didn't know what a coach was, so I didn't do anything with it. My first 6 months, I dove in and I committed to myself and my health. I made it my goal that I was going to lose weight and be a better mom, and I got my husband on board. And within the first 6 months, I lost 83 pounds doing Chalene Extreme and Shakeology, and I felt like a completely different person. 1 year in, this is the picture right here, I'd lost about 120 pounds and went on to lose, there's more picture here, non-scale victory. I hit some really big goals, fitting into half a jean size and stuff like that. But I want to be really transparent with you guys. Being a coach is a great accountability piece for me and a support piece, but I struggle too. That's part of being a coach too. And I don't think it would be, I feel like sometimes people look at coaches and they think we're perfect. You have to be perfect to be a coach. Well, I'm a great example of someone who's really successful at coaching and great at helping other people, and who has found long-term success health-wise, but still struggles. I've had ups and downs. I've had things happen in my life that I've then turned to food again. Those things don't magically go away by getting healthy. They get better, and you have that support that you can get back on track. The thing about coaching I love is I have that accountability and support piece, so I don't spiral out of control, and I can get back on track, and I can work on my health again. Right now, I'm hovering about 20, 30 pounds heavier than this, my 1 year picture, and I'm working hard at getting back to that point. But health-wise, I do feel better. My husband has lost weight, and we're at a point right now where I know how to do this for life. And I think that that's the important piece, and that my kids are seeing that too. With coaching, I started about 6 months in. I started to become a coach. Like I said, I was feeling so good. I wanted to share it with everyone around me. I wanted everybody to see what I was doing and to learn about it. And so when I learned more about coaching, I'm like, this could financially help my family, and I can help other people. It's like a double bonus. And so I dove in truthfully, just trying to find a couple people a month that I could help, that maybe doing what I did would help them health-wise and to change their lives. And slowly over time, I started running challenge groups and supporting more people. It's now at the point now, I'm about 2.5 years into coaching, that I have paid off all of our debt. We're financially free. It's this fun picture right here. We basically are now saving to move. We're going to put our house up for sale soon, and we're going to move to what I call my dream house to me, because we can afford it. We have our down payment saved, and I just can't, my coaching income was a big chunk of that, and it took time and persistence and really putting myself out there. But I think back now, and I think these 2.5 years have flown by. And to think what it's done for our entire future, we would have been stuck in debt still to this day without coaching. I know we would have, unless we would have won the lottery, but I don't think that was going to happen. So this was the way that our family was able to find financial future. It's not for everyone. That's not why they do this. But for our family, that's definitely a huge piece of what keeps me motivated, is that I love helping people, but also to be able to help people and help my family is huge. Two other pieces I just want to share about that I love with coaching is that like I said, I felt very alone when I started this, and I feel so surrounded by support. I was telling one of my coaches tonight, it's probably one of my favorite things about coaching right now, because I've been struggling lately, and I can't tell you how many messages I get from my coaches sometimes asking how I'm doing and checking in on me, and us checking on each other. And you know, Katie's going to go in a minute, but I feel like our team, she just went back to work after having a baby. And I feel like so many people on our team were like so caring about her. And that's what I love. I love that we have this community and this support system, and our team is like a family to me. And I don't know what I would do without them. And I wouldn't have found them without this opportunity. For some reason lately, that has definitely been one of the biggest pieces of why I love being a coach. And then why I do this ultimately is because of my family. I have 3 little ones looking up to me. I cry. As an example, I feel like, and I want them to look at me and be proud, and I want them to look at me and I want them to emulate what I'm doing. And for my kids to look at me and to work out with me and to want to eat healthy because mom and dad are doing it, And for my 9-year-old daughter to be proud of me because of how good I've been doing lately, it matters. And they are a big reason why I do coaching, is because it helps me stay. My job is to be healthy. And if my job is to be healthy, then my kids are seeing that. And they joke all the time about they're going to be a Beachbody coach when they grow up. And I honestly would be so proud if that's something that they end up doing. So they are another huge reason why coaching, has been very important to me. So that's a little bit about my story. And I'm going to have Katie unmute herself. Before Katie gets on, I'm just going to introduce Katie. Katie's actually not one of my personally sponsored coaches. She's one of my coaches, but I met Katie, God, I don't know, Katie will say how long ago, but it's been a while ago. We did a meetup at Big B, and I knew from the minute I met her that her personality and who she was at her heart, that she could be amazing at this. And she has just blown my expectations out of the water of how she balances a full-time job and now a new baby and also doing this business. So I'm so excited for her to share with you tonight. So go ahead, Katie, you're up.
All right. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to mute.
All right. So Sean has a little bit of my story up there. Just a brief background for those of you who don't know me. I have been an athlete all my life. I've played soccer for 24 years. I've been a runner. I never really had to work that hard at staying healthy. I just was always so active that it didn't really matter what I ate. But I do have a lot of health issues in my family that I'm trying to combat myself. So after college is when I kind of really got serious about taking my own health into my hands and not just leaving it up to, oh, well, I have soccer, to keep me healthy. I started running and doing half marathons. And then something happened after I graduated from college with my undergrad. I had the first of 3 foot surgeries that I had in 6 years for this crazy rare tumor that I was diagnosed with. And the last surgery was in 2012, and it left me with a small chunk out of my heel, which of course changed the way that I looked at exercising. I didn't know if I would ever run the same or play soccer again. So my perspective went from I have to work out to I get to work out. I get to be active. I get to walk. I get to run again. And I started doing more half marathons and really getting into it. But something happened when I hit 30, and it just was not easy anymore. It took a lot more effort to maintain. It took a lot more of finding that right balance between exercise and health, and not just leaving it up to I'm active, so that should be enough for me. And I turned 30, I got engaged, and I found Beachbody within about 6 months of each other. A friend that I used to work with, who is actually my coach, which is her name's Erin, and it's Sean's personally sponsored coach. She was like, why don't you just join my challenge group? You're an athlete, you work out, this will be fun for you. And I was like, sure, okay, I'm competitive, I'm in, what do I have to do? And I found the 21-day fix, which you will see in that it's my before and after pictures in the bikini there. My first round, I lost 8 pounds and 8 inches, getting in shape for my wedding in 2014. And that is when I fell in love with challenge groups. It wasn't just the competitiveness, it was the community of people who shared their struggles and successes that really resonated with me, because we could all be real with each other. And let's just face it, we really need people to be real this day and age. Like, I don't have time for people to, not tell me how it's going to be and not share their struggles, because we all struggle and we all need to realize that. So after my wedding, I kind of just really dove in as a coach. I was like, I signed up to be a discount coach because I loved Shakeology and I loved the 21-day fix. And I just wanted the discount. And then after my wedding, I just was like, okay, I want to run these challenge groups. I love this community. I want to help more people. I want to meet new people, you know, not just the same people that I've been working with, you know, my whole life, and all the people that I went to school with and all my soccer teammates who I love dearly, but I just thought I could reach more people. And I really started to. I, you know, truly love helping people meet their goals, and the challenge groups really help me stay accountable, which is a huge piece for, you know, me getting my body back after having a baby. As Sean had, you know, kind of said, you know, your health story is always, your journey is always changing and evolving. And what started out to be something as, you know, getting in shape for my wedding and then falling in love with challenge groups and the community of it, to now, you know, my postpartum journey, you know, how am I going to, I have the mom bod now. So how am I going to get in shape with this? And, you know, how am I going to lose some of the baby weight, and my clothes don't fit the same. And I will be honest with you, have struggled with postpartum depression. So the mental aspect of working out has really helped me. You know, and Shakeology has been such a key piece since I've had my daughter, because I don't always have time to eat, but I can drink a shake, you know, as I'm feeding her. You know, and when I got pregnant with her was when I really decided I'm going to make this business work. I'm going to figure out a way so that sometime, you know, from now, if it's a year, if it's 2 years, you know, 2 years is my absolute maximum, like, dead set goal. I want to be able to stay home with her, but still work on my own health and help other people. You know, I want to have flexibility in my life and my schedule. And I also, you know, want her to grow up knowing that she has a really strong mom. She has, you know, health is at the forefront of her life, you know, and my whole family really, because, you know, I have an 8-year-old stepson who is also active, and I don't want him to have, you know, my mentality where I'm active, so I don't have to worry about what I'm eating, because he really does need to worry about what he's eating. We all do. You know, and my husband's making changes too, and he does the programs with me. He's doing 22-minute hardcore with me right now. You know, we share Shakeology. We try different desserts with it so that, you know, we can still have a sweet treat, but it's healthy this time. We talk about what's in it. You know, my stepson helps me make dinner and talk about what vegetables he likes, and he gets to help pick some out at the store. And it's just really become a lot bigger part of our lives now, and something that, you know, we have to stay on track with every single day. But that's my story. As Sean will tell you, you know, your journey is always evolving, and I don't know, you know, if I'll have more kids, but I want, you know, the 2 kids that I do have to see me working out and making my health a priority, and I want them to grow up the same way. I want them to have the same mentality. Yay, I didn't cry.
You didn't cry. I'm so proud of you. New mama there. First week back at work, and you didn't cry, and I cried. Shows you. I'm a mush. I can't help it. You made me cry, actually. I cry. Okay, so now now that you guys got to listen to those 2, Katie, first of all, I just want to point out, me and Katie are so different. I always think that this is one of the beauties of coaching too, that if you're listening to this and Katie's story resonated with you, or maybe my story did, or maybe pieces of both of ours did, I hope that this opens your guys' eyes that you don't have to look a specific way or have a certain story to be successful at this. The thing that Katie and I both share that you heard is we have a passion for our own health and to help others do the same. So before we get into the details, I always hope that's like the number one thing people take from this. Okay. Thank you, Katie. So now we're going to jump into the details, okay? And I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. Make sure you stick around till the very end. We have quite a few viewers on, and we're going to do a giveaway. And I totally want you guys to have a chance at winning a goodie. So stay with me, all right? So what is Beachbody? Very quickly, if you've never heard of Beachbody before and your head is buried in the sand because you've never, I mean, I feel like it's everywhere now, but they do workout programs for basically everyone. In all varieties of different workout programs. I think that that's one of the most amazing things about this company is that if my brother comes to me and he wants a workout program, or my great aunt comes to me and she needs a workout program, I know that I can go through all of the different workout programs and find something. Or someone says I have knee issues or I have back issues. We're always working as a team to find the right fit for someone. So I feel like other companies, sometimes their workouts are really extreme or over too easy. We have a good mix of all the different kinds of workout programs, and this is some of them. We also have Shakeology, which is basically, I put top meal replacement because that's how I feel about it. But I did my research, my friends, and Shakeology is it is the best tasting and one of the best nutritionally based meal replacements that you can do. And so for those of you who are wondering out there what Shakeology even is, as you can see here, it's a shake. You replace one meal a day. Some people use it for snacks. Most people use it for meals. It has a ton of vitamins and nutrients in it. On top of that, it also has a lot of power foods, like foods that you wouldn't get in your normal day and nutrients you wouldn't get in your normal day. So I hate vegetables. And I know other people who work busy jobs and they're like, I don't even have time to stop and eat an apple. But I'm like, can you stop and drink a shake really quick? And they're like, I guess. And that would be a whole meal for them. And so our lives are busy. A lot of us have kids or busy jobs. And a lot of times our nutrition falls apart because of that. And Shakeology is something that's a quick, easy, healthy meal that you can eat once a day. You don't have to plan for it. You don't have to prep for it. You know that you're having it and it's done. So not only is it going to help you nutritionally, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of reasons why people fail at their health and fitness, me too, is I don't have the energy and I'm not getting the nutrients that my body needs to want to work out. Shakeology is what helps me to do that. We also have some new technology. I just want to point out Beachbody now has this Beachbody On Demand. It is hot with my challengers that I work with because you can, and me too, I only use it now, but when you buy a workout program, it uploads and you can actually stream it through your computer, your phone, your Roku, your Apple TV, whatever you have. Everyone has different technology, but pretty much anything you have, you're able to stream different workouts. And then also if you do on demand, there's some programs that are just on there that are complete programs. So I have people that are like, I don't know what I want to do. So they can go on there and kind of try different programs. But I feel like it's the next piece in technology that Beachbody needed to do. And I love it. And my challengers love it. Then the last piece that I feel like different companies have all these different pieces. I know different companies that have meal replacements, companies that do the online streaming workouts or the workout DVDs, but what they're missing typically is support and accountability. And I feel like that's one of the most important pieces that people need. I feel like they need someone there not to make them do it necessarily because it's up to us, but someone who's going to be there for them and give them support and lift them up when they're struggling. And groups, we do challenge groups with people in it that are all trying to hit different health goals and trying to do it together. That's one of my favorite pieces of my job is running challenge groups and seeing people interacting and building relationships and building friendships so that they can then support each other and help each other. And so there's an accountability piece that we offer, and that's what us coaches do. So that's our job. That would be your job if you signed up as a coach, is to help other people with their health goals too. So who are coaches? So these are some of the things, and I'm going to kind of talk about who coaches aren't also. I'm going to go on both ends here. I think the first thing is that we're just real people. You just heard me and Katie's stories. I'm not special. I'm truly a mom. You should see me right now. I mean, you guys see the top of me and I look kind of done up. You saw me a couple minutes ago. That's about as done up as I get. And then I have like sweatpants on right now in the lower part. So let's keep it real. I'm a real person. I just put my kids to bed no more than 30 minutes ago. And I'm also a real person who struggles with my health and fitness. This is not easy for me. So I'm just someone who wants to show other people the path, show them how I've done it, and also hopefully motivate them to make that first step to change their health too. So we're just real people. No celebrities here. We're not, advertising on TV infomercials. We're just regular people. I also feel like to be a coach, a lot of times we love health and fitness. Now, I want to preface this with that. Once again, I'm not a big healthy eater. I don't love that, but I love how health and fitness makes me feel. I love the energy I get from it. I love the confidence I get from it. I love the lifelong health, having a longer life because of my health. And then fitness is something that I never really loved till I started doing Beachbody, and I fell in love with the workout program. So people who tend to do this have some type of passion or love for how it makes them feel, or maybe they even really love healthy eating and working out and stuff and how it makes them feel. You want to help others. I think that's a big piece. You have to have a passion for looking at someone else and being like, I want to help them change their lives in some way. I want to offer them an opportunity and support them so that they can succeed. We are not fitness experts. We are not nutrition experts. That's what the programs are for, my friends. They have a nutrition plan, a workout plan. If you've done one before, you know it. These programs are amazing, and they are created by the top of the top nutrition people and workout people and fitness experts. And so I don't have to be. I'm not the trainer at the gym. I'm the person who is sitting at her computer, struggling with the same things and just helping people through those struggles and connecting them to the right resources so they can be successful. And we're typically on our own journey. Like I said, the real people things, like coaches start at all different levels. I have so many people that are like, I can't sign up to coach. I've only lost 5 pounds, or I haven't lost any weight, or I don't have this big transformation like you do. I mean, and this isn't me putting Katie. Katie's had a transformation, but it's not as drastic as mine. Yet she still had awesome success as a coach because she had her own journey that she could share. And she's sharing again with a whole different group of people. Like she said, this evolves. So we're helping different groups of people all the time. So we're on our own journey trying to get to a good, healthy place and helping others as we go along. Also, you don't have to be at your goal weight, my friends. I am not at my goal weight. Katie is not at her goal weight right now. Many of my coaches are not. We're working on it, and we're working on it with you. We're in the trenches with the people. And then it's your choice. I think it's important to know with coaching, you have options. I posted this in the event invite, but just to touch on it, this is your business and it is your rules. So like today I had a field trip with my little boy, and I got to go do that field trip with him and disconnect completely because it is my business. But then tonight, it is my choice to be working tonight and to be on this webinar sharing with everyone else. So we have a choice. You also have a choice on what category you fit into. Some people sign up just for the discount. Hey, that was me for 6 months. I wanted to save some money. I didn't even know what a coach did. So I just saved, I think I saved $18 to $20 a month on my Shakeology. Yay. You can be a hobby coach. Maybe you have a full-time job and you're super busy and you don't want to make a full-time income with this, but you want to help a couple people per month and cover the cost of your Shakeology. Great, we'll help you do that. Maybe you want to be a business builder and be like me and Katie, where we're like, you know what? We want freedom. We want to run a business from home. We want to help as many people as possible and at the same time create financial freedom for our family. If you're all in and like that, we're going to help you too. So it's completely up to you. So how does it all work? What are the basic details? So I'm going to start. You sign up. People always want to know how you sign up. So we won't even jump into discount commission. Let's just talk about signing up. If you're someone who's on this and you're interested in signing up, people just want to know the straight facts. So here's the straight facts. When you sign up to coach, if you've bought a challenge pack previously, which is Shakeology and a workout program, or you plan on buying one when you sign up, then the $40 startup fee is waived. If you say, you know what, I can't do a challenge pack right now, or I've never done one before and I can't afford it, or I don't want that stuff right now, I just want to start up my business, you can pay a $40 startup fee. Most people have gotten a challenge pack or order one when they're signing up, and then there's no fee. So you basically sign up to coach for free. That's how I did it. That's how I look at it. I'm operating almost a 6-figure income business from home right now, and I signed up for free because the Chalene Extreme and Shakeology I definitely utilized in a different way. $15.95 is what you pay per month. Everybody asks me, is there any other hidden fees? if you want to be just a basic coach who's getting the 25% discount and commission, you have the websites, all that good stuff, you only pay $15.95 per month. You don't even have to get Shakeology every month. I suggest you do to make that discount worthy. And also, if you're running a business, doing what you're going to be talking to people about is helpful. With that being said, they're not going to cancel your coaching account if you miss a month for some reason. So if that freaks you out, no, the only fee you have to pay as a basic coach is $15.95. What do you get for that $15.95? You get the 25% discount on anything that you buy, including Shakeology. You get a 25% commission on anything that people buy from you. So if you're doing Shakeology and you're sharing about it and someone decides they want to get it from you, you get a 25% discount on what they purchase from you. So basically, it's this awesome opportunity to basically share what you're doing, which is what we do in life. I feel like if I like a restaurant or I buy a pair of shoes I like, right? I had lip gloss I really liked, and everybody kept asking me, well, what's your lip gloss type, which is so funny to me. And I would tell people and they would buy it. Coaching is similar in a way. You just make an income by referring people to what you're doing and what's working for you, and then you support them. There is no monthly requirement for buying or selling. I know other companies require you to have inventory up front and all that kind of stuff, but you don't. You get websites for paying that $15.95 business fee. You also get, they do all the shipping. They do all, Beachbody does, they do all the payments. I don't take payments from people. And they do shipping, inventory, all of that. I don't have to worry about any of it. And they do a lot of advertising. So people ask me about the 21-day fix. They're like, you're a Beachbody coach, right? Tell me about the 21-day fix, because they saw an infomercial. You have an opportunity to build a team if you want. I won't go into big details, but that's how Katie's on my team. So if you want to help other people do this too, you have an opportunity to build a team. You can also earn trips and attend conferences. Me and Katie actually signed up today to go to our conference in Nashville, registered for her tracks. I registered last week. And we get to go do workouts with the trainers and go to live presentations and go to parties and do all kinds of fun stuff. But you can also earn trips. I'm going to Punta Cana next year. I went on a cruise this year with my mom, and last year I took my husband to Cancun. So you can earn trips by helping other people. And then there's also monthly prizes from Beachbody. We also do a lot of prizes and giveaways on our team page. So if you like prizes, I like prizes. I like to give them away. So who is Team Extreme Inspiration? This is one of my favorite slides because these are my people. This started with one person and has built to this crazy thing. And this isn't even our whole team. I mean, this is a small snapshot of a lot of coaches on our team. But Team Extreme Inspiration is men and women and different age groups and backgrounds and stories. And I mean, literally, I could go through here and click and start telling you about people, and you'd be like, they're all completely different. You have moms, you have people working full-time, part-time, stay-at-home moms, people who are passionate about their current job, but at the same time love helping other people. So Team Extreme Inspiration is just a big group of amazing, amazing people who were wanting to help other people. That's it. That's our one common goal. Everything else we're pretty different on. We like to have fun, but at the same time, everything else is pretty different. So what do you get from our team if you decide to sign up? Because there's lots of coaches out there. There's lots of teams. So what is so special about Team Extreme Inspiration that would make you want to sign up with us and be a part of our team? We do a lot of different things. I'm an all-in coach. I have a lot of all-in coaches on the team and very dedicated coaches. And so we do a lot of trainings. If you're a brand new coach, we're going to teach you how to successfully do this. If you are looking for trainings on how to push to the next level in this business, we're going to have trainings for that. So we do all kinds of different trainings, little push groups. It says there at the end. I don't like to call them push groups now that we're pushing you, but they're little groups to give you a little push, to kind of go to the next level. We do a lot of support between the team page. We have a team Facebook page where we support each other. We recognize each other, shout each other out, answer questions. We do support in team challenge groups. So I kind of put challenge groups up here. We have a team challenge group going right now. There's like a big cash prize. I think it's over $200, but our challenge groups are just like what we do for our challengers, but they're for us. So they're to kind of motivate us to stay focused on our own health goals. Friendship. If you come to our team, I truly believe you are going to meet people on this team that are going to be friends for life. I look at this, I mean, my success partner, Annie, is one of my best friends and truly one of the first people that I go to if I need help or support. And I met her through coaching 2 years ago. And I'm thankful for that every day. And almost every single person in this picture is someone that now I consider a really good friend. So those friendships, you know, got lonely sometimes, especially being a stay-at-home mom. It was nice to meet new people and build solid friendships with them. And then, like I said, we do monthly prizes, little fun things. I know some people don't care. I love prizes, but we do little prizes for, like, we do setting goals and I pick a winner. We do groups and I pick a winner, you know, so we just do little fun prizes to kind of keep people motivated. So that is it. So we're now going to go into questions because we definitely did a lot of information. I was going to see if anybody, so if you have any questions, I'm going to post in the group really quick in the event invite. Post below. I just posted like a quick post that says questions, post below. So just in the comment section, and I'm going to stop the presentation so you can see me all, like I said, see sweatpants on bottom. Tried to make myself look respectable on top. Katie, you can unmute yourself too if you want, and then we'll see if any questions come in. I'm hoping that we at least get a couple people.
Someone's got to have a question.
There's got to be one question. We went over a lot of information there.
We did.
Do you see some comments? Just people, if you just got home, well, you're not watching this if you just got home. So that doesn't help. But watch the recording. You'll be watching now, and you'll know that you should have been watching the recording. Let's see. There is a delay. There's like a minute delay. So I always feel really silly because we're sitting there. So should like play music or something. Did I miss anything, Katie, that you wanted to add?
I don't think so. You went over the basics. And actually, I do want to say one thing though, that since they were you kind of touched on the 3 paths of coaching, like just discount or hobby coach or all-in coach. You don't have to decide or know which one you want to be, because I started as a discount coach. I had no idea that I would ever want to be an all-in coach or even a hobby coach. It just kind of evolved over time. So it's not like you have to decide now.
With that. No, I agree. I was discount. I always joke. I was discount for 6 months. Then I became a hobby coach, and then I became an all-in coach. So yeah, they can change at any point. Okay, Amanda Simon. Since I bought a challenge pack earlier, does that mean the $40 is waived if I sign up now? That's one of your people, Katie?
Yes.
And she did? Yes. So yes, the $40 fee is waived. You pay nothing. Just to be clear, if you sign up and you've bought a challenge pack previously, just to be clear, when you do sign up, you pay the $40 fee, but Katie would fill out a form to get it right back to you. So but you don't have to, like, you get that money back. So yes, it's waived. Good question, Amanda. I hope you join us. I'm not seeing any more questions. So I'm going to post my little thing. So it's giveaway time. Katie and I like giving prizes out. So Katie and I came up with a pretty simple question. Do you want to ask it, Katie? Do you remember? And I'll do the little post.
I think with it, we just want to know what you learned about coaching.
Yeah. What is one thing you learned from, or one thing from this presentation that maybe motivated, inspired you, or, you know, something that you learned? Just so we know that you watched. We know some people like to get tricky. So I'm doing a post. Oh, somebody else just commented. 1 second. 1 second. Sorry. We'll do one more question before. Oh, we got a couple. I feel like a failure because I've been doing the Shakeology and 21 Day Fix for about a month. I have lost very little. How can I help someone if I can't lose weight? Well, first of all, don't feel like a failure. Everyone, I mean, me and Katie would both agree on this. Different things work for different people. And if you're struggling, you just need to ask for support and help. And we can definitely, do that. With losing weight, I've gained weight, my friends. Katie just went through having a baby and she's dealing with postpartum and a different body. And you can help people in the way that you share what you're doing. I don't know if Katie feels this way, but I almost feel like I can help people better when I'm going through the process with them. When I'm like, dude, you struggle with sugar? I struggle with sugar too. If I was perfect, I would look at them and be like, why are you struggling with sugar? That's like, just don't eat it. Like, have self-control. But because I struggle too, I feel like I can help people better. What about you? Like, I feel like through that struggle, we can have people join us and they can help us and we can help them.
Yep, I totally agree. I think that I have found that my challengers are more receptive and more engaged when I'm just as honest as they are, about my struggles. Or I'm like, guess what? I gained a pound. Or guess what? My pants don't fit these days.
Yeah. Well, and I also feel like if you're struggling, this can be extra accountability because 21 Day Fix and Shakeology works. It really does. If you're following it, it tends to work. I don't have very many people that don't. So sometimes it's just tweaking different things and looking at what you're eating and making sure you're being consistent with your workouts and stuff. And part of being a coach, it's like an accountability piece. I feel like when I don't have a post to post that I worked out, I'm like, they're watching me. I don't know if Katie feels this way, but I'm like, I feel like I have to be doing it.
It is for sure. But it's also important though to keep at the front of your mind what your goal is with doing the program. And I will say one thing about 21 Day Fix, or any of these programs for that matter, is that if your goal is to lose weight, I think that you need to be realistic with, like, if you're doing something that you've never done before, you may actually gain muscle but lose fat, but not actually lose a lot of weight just because of what you're doing. So don't be discouraged.
Mm-hmm. Well, and also with the scale is, I mean, I can lose no weight. Yeah, the scale sucks sometimes, my friends. Like, you have to be looking at all areas, of your life. How do you feel? Are you feeling more energized? How do your clothes fit? I could go on and on about health stuff because I don't like the scale very much, but there is a bunch more questions. So somebody asked if you can be a coach without drinking the shakes. Yes. I'm going to be honest though, because I feel, and Katie might get, I feel like drinking the shakes helps you as a coach because it's something you're sharing about. And if you're passionate about it, it's a little bit easier to share it with other people. With that being said, I've had coaches who've had success who are not drinking it, but believe in it. They believe in what it can do for other people. I think instead of, like, I believe that programs work that I've never done. Right, Katie? Like, there's we haven't done all the workout programs, but I feel confident saying to people, I've seen people have results from this program, so I know it works. And I think it's the same thing with Shakeology. You have to be educated on it and have a belief in it, but no, you don't have to drink it. It's an awesome addition, but you don't have to. Do you have anything else, Katie, on that one?
Nope, I agree.
Okay. Say again what the costs are for each level. So I don't know what they mean by level. As a coach, you pay $15.95 per month. If you start to build a team and you want to hit certain, like, there's this thing called Success Club and stuff, then yes, you need to be having Shakeology, or you need to have the club membership is what it's called, the on-demand thing. But as a newer coach, you just have to pay $15.95 per month to get the discount, to get the commission, the 25% commission, to get the websites.
The one thing that's different though, Sean, isn't it? It's not necessarily Shakeology every month. It's something else direct, right? So they could do the performance line instead.
Right. So if you don't want to, if you decide to build a team, or you want to go for what's called Success Club, which is one of the things in Beachbody that they do, you can get prizes and it's something that we aim for, you can do the new performance line instead. on Home Direct is what Katie's saying. So instead of Shakeology, you can instead there's things called like Energize. It's a pre-workout, or Recovery. It's a post-workout drink. So you could do those. I just bought the program alone. So does that mean I'd still have to pay the $40? Yes. You have, the only way the $40 fee is waived is if you buy the challenge pack. So let's answer that one. We're getting lots of questions. This is good. Bring them, people. Also, on average, how much time should be invested to be a coach? This is so up to you. This is why I love this business. I feel like, I'll speak from my perspective to Katie. When I started, I was putting in 30 minutes to an hour a day. We call it a power hour, but I was posting on social media and I was messaging people. If you want to build this business, and the more time you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So instead of doing 1 hour, if you do 2, it's just like any other business or any other job. The more time you put in, the more output you're going to see come back. Now, here's the beauty of it for me. I'm 2.5 years in. I'm making way beyond a full-time income, and I'm not putting in 40 hours a week. It took 2.5 years to get here, but I feel like the time in the beginning has paid off big time to get me to where I am now. So time is up to you. That's the flexibility of this. Katie, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I would totally agree. And I know that it can be scary for people, but I just want to say that I have a full-time job. And I know I was on maternity leave for 10 weeks, but I've been doing this for almost 2 years now. And I have had a full-time job the whole time. And I don't invest more than, an hour most days. But I will say on the weekends, I do spend 3 to 4 hours, 1 day a week, getting ready for my challenge groups, working through posts on my page, things like that. But I also am an all-in coach. I'm not just a hobby coach anymore. And I made that decision and I sacrificed some things to do that for the future. But not everybody does.
And that's the thing. I gave up TV at night. I love TV. And so, but I wanted to pay our debt off, and I wanted to be able to move, and I wanted the freedom that when my kids went back, when they're in school, they go on a field trip, I can go too. And I don't have to worry about going back to work. So I put more time in. Like Katie said, I sacrificed TV time and taking a nap at rest time. I used to take naps at rest time all the time. My kids would rest, and I'm like, they say when the baby sleeps, you sleep, so I should sleep. When I started working as a coach, I started working. So it's more about making a choice of where you're willing to make sacrifices, but you can work this business an hour a day. I feel like doing a power hour, if you just want to be a hobby coach and just slowly build an income with this, you can do an hour a day. Can you buy a single order of Shakeology, or do you have to buy the monthly order? As a coach, or just in general, or as a coach, I guess you can buy a single order. You have to pay more for shipping. I always tell people, I'm sure Katie tells them the same thing, get Home Direct. So you get it monthly, and then if you don't want it the next month, you can delay it or cancel it. You can buy a single order though. There's no requirement unless you're buying a challenge pack, then it automatically puts it on Home Direct. But you can cancel or delay. You can delay right online. There's a form right online to delay.
Super easy.
Yeah, it's super easy. I have people do it. All the time. Or I have people do it where they buy a challenge pack and the next month buy a challenge pack and then delay. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of questions, which is really good, you guys. It means you have some type of interest in this. Might not happen tonight, but hopefully soon you will want to join us. We're fun. Katie and I are fun. You should have been on the call before we started recording. We have more fun joking around then. I don't see any more questions. I'm sure Katie's thankful. I'm so thankful to everybody who jumped on tonight and took time. It's 9:50, super late. Katie's like, I want to go to bed. Do you have anything?
Nope, I still got a shower.
Got a shower. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Oh, we got another question, and then we're done. I promise. Last one. As a coach, how does that work with making an income for taxes? You do get a tax form if you make over $600. If you make under $600, they don't send you anything. I don't know what that means. I'm not a tax person, but if it's under $600, you don't get a form. If you get over $600, you do. With that being said, if you've never worked an at-home business before, I've learned a lot of lessons. You can deduct a lot of stuff, right, Katie?
Yes, pretty much everything.
Yeah. So I feel like although I did have to pay in for the first time this year, my income was really big. That's why we were able to deduct a ton of stuff, even like my laptop and stuff like that. So tax wise. So, okay, so I'm popping up the question now. I'm really sorry, you guys. I was reading all the questions, but I'm popping up the question now. And do I want to give them till tomorrow morning, Katie?
Sure.
So
Yeah.
late. So we're going to give you guys until tomorrow morning at like 10 a.m. I'll check in sometime after that. And whoever's commented below, I'm going to say you have till, what do we say, 10 a.m. tomorrow?
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm going to shut us down. So make sure you comment below your answer, which is something you learned from this webinar, which you should have learned a lot. Okay, you guys. Bye. Bye.